Killaloe is a small town in County Clare on the western side of Ireland. The march of the same name was written in 1887 by an Irish composer, Robert Martin, for a musical production in London based on The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Royal Irish Regiment, originally formed in 1694, was disbanded in 1922 on the establishment of the Irish Free State. The current regiment was founded in 1992 and, as its regimental quick march, adopted Killaloe. Now, Highland games naturally require some traditional Scottish music, but when in 1982, two German musicians were asked to provide music for games in Germany, they did not look to Scotland. They wrote their own and produced what is now one of Scotland's best-known melodies, Highland Cathedral. In recent years, our next item has become very popular at sporting events. It was, however, as long ago as 1969 that Neil Diamond wrote the song, possibly inspired by a photograph which he had seen some years earlier of President John F. Kennedy and his wife Jackie with their young daughter sitting on a horse. With Tim Pittman here to sing the song, the daughter was, of course, Sweet Caroline.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's going strong. Was in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never were.
Give it a bit of rally.
Born in 1857 in Worcestershire, where he lived for much of his life, Sir Edward Elgar was one of England's greatest composers. Perhaps his finest composition is The Dream of Gerontius, which has a close connection with Birmingham, being a setting for solo singers, chorus and orchestra of a poem by Cardinal John Henry Newman, who established a Catholic church in the city. Amongst the many works written by Elgar were two magnificent symphonies and a wonderful concerto for cello and orchestra. But life for Elgar was not all music. An enthusiastic cyclist in his youth, his later years saw him frequently at horse race meetings and football matches. He was a keen supporter of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Dying in 1934, he is perhaps best remembered for his pomp and circumstance marches, the first of which provides the tune for Tim Pittman to lead us in Land of Hope and Glory.
Land of hope and glory, mother of the free, how shall we
And in what seems like no time at all, we've reached our closing ceremony. This will feature the hymn, "The Day Thou Go This Lord Is Ended," "Sunset," and "The Lone Piper." And there the 2026 Birmingham International Tattoo does indeed come to an end. For the march off, the reviewing officer will be Commandant of the Royal Air Force Air Cadets, Air Commodore Al Lewis. First, though, a huge thank you to all our performers and all the other people, seen and unseen, who've made it possible. Thank you also for coming to support. We hope you enjoyed the afternoon. There will be another edition of the tattoo in 2027. Do keep an eye on the website, birminghamtattoo.com, for details in the near future. We hope to see you all again next year. On your way out, please give generously to the collection for Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund, Royal Star and Garter and Troop Aid. Do have a safe journey home, and goodbye everyone, goodbye.